Hello, we're back with The Truth About Dating, Nefertiti and Niggas Moshi.
What's up, everybody?
And the question we have is, what percentage of men do you think cheat from all your experience of having different friends from different areas and different states?
I would say the percentage of men who actually are committed to the programming is, I'd say, probably like about, I'm gonna say probably like 90%, 85 to 90%. That's a deep cut, but it's about that deep. There's a very, very small percentage. Now we talking about worldwide. We're not talking about just like in the state,
Blacks
blacks or white. We talking about in all generations of men. And the reason why I say this is because it is a worldwide thought programming that men follow and have been conditioned to follow since we were kids, since we was little. So when we little, we were getting around these older men or older dudes and listening to their stories about sexuality and all of this, and it's being introduced to certain things on our shows and on TV that we watch, when our parents ain't around. So we're always exposed to it and always have been. So this is a program that is so enriched deep and grounded and graded into men, to where when you get to the point where you between 18 and 25, man, it's like you're at a total thought process of just sexual hunger and desire, and that's both men and women in a lot of cases. But men, it's so easily acceptable that for a man to cheat, or the man to, men don't even call that cheating. That's not even cheating. I mean, first they put stuff like that under the label player. But amongst men, you got a girl and you got one little chick on the side or whatever, and she ain't even the chick on the side. She's just somebody you just having your little, your playmate time with or whatever. They don't even consider that nothing. Men don't even look at that as nothing. That's nothing at all. I mean, but let me tell him, I stay with my lady, and I got Kanisha, Rashonda, Tanya, Kim, Pam, and Joanna, and all of them, live in this area, and I'll be out 7 days a week. I'm at different bride's house, and then I go back to the old lady house. Then he go like, wow, damn, man, why even have all that? Then he concerned a little bit. Then maybe, depending on the type of dude he is, he might be like, boy, you is a boss pimp. He might get congratulated. You see what I'm saying? But he'll get congratulated. But the idea is he's really out of pocket. He's out of control with his life. He's out of control with his sexuality, and this is not a good thing. Anytime you're out of control with something, some part of your life, or what you're going through, or what you're doing in life, it shows that you don't have no kind of balance or focus. And this is why you see people scattered all the time. That's got a lot of people they involved with in their life. It's just like their world is like a bunch of confusion. They got so many stories and so many things going on, and there's no real focus. It ain't nothing. They ain't telling you about what they finna do in 5-10 years. They telling you about all these situations and things, and they tell you in a way. They tell you in a way in which they supposed to be honored for it, like they giving you war stories or something. But this is what's really happening, because it is so socially accepted by men to have a chick on the side or a couple on the side. I could be dating a female and go out with her brother and get cool with her brother, and he'll eventually let me be cool with kicking with some chicks on the side, even with him, especially if I'm hooking him up. Because it's just a thing that men do, But I speak my truth because I feel it's time for men to change that. It's time for us to get reconnected with our women, and it's time to get reconnected with our own feelings. You don't have to go try all these extracurricular sexual activities in order to try to discover something that you're obviously in lack of. I mean, when you ain't got that real love in your heart, and that real love for yourself, and it shows, and just the way you even treat people that really love themselves, it shows in how you even treat others. If you disrespectful and loud all the time, I'm not saying that's anything's wrong with you, but it shows that there's somewhere somebody ain't you didn't love yourself enough. It's never nobody else's fault. You gotta remember that when you play the victim, you're gonna always be the victim. You cannot ever say, well, you know, this nigga came in my life, ran my bills up, smashed my car, did this and walla. No, he did not. You let him in your world. The signs was all there in the beginning. You let him in your world for whatever the reasons, and you kept allowing it. You don't let nobody walk up to you on the street and slap you and just keep slapping you and slapping you. You're gonna grab their hand, you're gonna fight back, you're gonna do something. When you allow something to go on for months and years, this is you allowing. You can stop at any given time and just bounce. So, you know, I'm sorry I took that a whole long way because I want to get another question in, you know, because I went a long way with it. But think about it, something to think about.
We have 2 more minutes. Alright. Why do you think some men cheat? Is it because they want to brag to their boys, or is it an addiction? It's an addiction. It is an addiction like an alcoholic would have, no different from a drug addict or anybody like this. Once you have had something for so long, I mean, it's like putting on underwear. You've done it for so long. When you get to the point where you take them off, you ain't wearing underwear, you just got on jeans. It's kind of taboo. It feels kind of like, wait a minute. You know, but most of us stay within the programming. We stay within the repetitiveness of the same cycle of the stuff happening all the time. So it's like, you know, you build up a hunger for it. You know, just like drinking. You start off drinking just a little something. Before you know it, you a vet. You got cast out. You can't drink with me. Nah, he taking out bottles when he can barely just get through a top full. So you develop this tolerance, and it's a sexual tolerance. And when you try to get what you want, lady, and settle down, you do get a little antsy like an addict. You know what I'm saying? He see females, he don't know how to act because, you know what I'm saying, he trying not to hang out with his fellas. He having withdrawals, and he trying to watch a flick with you and looking at other women. He just gotta see some other women some kind of way. He itching. He just can't do it because he has built up this tolerance, and this tolerance says I gotta have it, and it's out of his control. Some of them even tell you I don't know why I do it, and it's because he has built up a tolerance and it's out of control, and it's a sexual addiction. And people don't want to call anything they do an addiction, but that's what it is, and that's the truth. And the way he can get out of it is just by loving himself and really digging down inside, and knowing how to respect himself and respect the people that he's around, and respect loyalty, love, and just give it to him, you know, straight up. Alright, we out of here. She about to just clear it off. Bye.
Next show, holla at y'all.